I'm going to do a channel update. I think it's going to be a fairly long one because even though I have been out of commission for a while, I am getting ready to go Commander Crazy in the next couple of months. Of course, we all know what date today is, and this video will be posted the day it's made. And so we're right in front of a wave of a pandemic. So it's going to be some rough months for the country. And we're all in quarantine and all that good and bad stuff. So I'll be talking a little bit about that. And I've been out of commission also. For example, I had the Shulane deck ready for a deck build like 3 weeks ago. And I didn't touch it. I've been really, I don't know if the word is distracted or just busy. I've become my son's geometry tutor, which I love. I love math, but that's taken some time away. Also, the supply chain for cards has been disrupted a little. Theros has sucked pretty bad. And so I'm just going to go through a couple of things, a couple of items. I wrote them down. So by now, I think it's pretty clear to me that Theros is a pass. It's the first set for me that has been a pass in a while. I think since the Almancat Hour of Devastation, Hour of Wall of Devastation, I haven't had a set that I was like, you know. And I love the theme. I really was looking forward to it. It just didn't do it for me. I don't know what the designers were thinking. I've read the cards by now many times. We went on a little trip before the pandemic started really enveloping the US, and I bought 4 packs of Theros. That's all I bought. And incredibly enough, out of the 3 of them, I pulled some of the Money Mythics. I did not pull the Money Mythic Simic, but I pulled 3 other ones. I mean, it was great. So I'll use those and I'll rub them into deck builds in the future. I also want to get me another fat pack for Theros, another bundle, just because I really love the way the cardboard looks. And yeah, you know, I want to have some more Theros representation in the deck builds that I've been doing. Now that's the bad news. The bad news is Theros is a pass. I'll get a fat pack. It'll pain me to spend any money on Theros packs because I think Theros 2 is one of the worst Magic sets I've seen. I think it's the worst one since Dragon's Maze. I think even Hour of Devastation is a better set than Theros 2. Just my opinion, of course. The way Kappa hit me, you guys can post any comments to tell me how wrong I am. And I could be. I'm just some dude, some random dude on the interwebs. For Ikoria, I am all in. I love Mutate. I love the way the set is designed. I'm a sucker for something cool and Timmy-ish. So big critters, yeah, I'm all in. It's got sharks. And interestingly enough, it's got a Sexal twist. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Sexal, but for Magic. Of course, I know Magic players, at least a lot of them that I've interacted with over the years, and I've been a Magic player since 2012, have this thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's like, kind of like the, you know, it's kind of like not that great of a trading card game. I beg to differ. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll talk a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh! in this channel update. I mean, I've had so I've had the struggle in this channel that the way YouTube is designed, people who like Yu-Gi-Oh! Have Yu-Gi-Oh! Channels they watch, which of course in my case are much better than anything that I do for Yu-Gi-Oh! And the same is true for Magic as well. I mean, there are people who spend really a lot of their time on Magic in a way that I obviously couldn't. I don't have the money for it. I don't have the time. There's no way I could match that. But I still want to have Yu-Gi-Oh! in a Magic channel. I consider my channel really a Magic channel that happens to have Yu-Gi-Oh! in it. Magic is what I build to and what I play. I have played a little Magic Arena. I want to play some more. But again, back to coronavirus. I have been busy with preparing lessons for my son, preparing a curriculum for his geometry lessons, and I'm going to also tutor him a little bit on Algebra 1. So I've been really busy with that when I'm not working, and I'm still working, thank God, which is great. I love that I can still work, and I feel very bad for the people who've lost their jobs. Very bad about that. I have been unemployed many, many years ago, and I know exactly how it feels, and you do not want to be there. So my heart goes out to the people who are unemployed, and I really want them to do well. And I hope that the government can take good care of them. Okay, that's really important. That's just my own opinion. But I felt really strongly earlier this year that I wanted to complete my Yu-Gi-Oh scan as far as I wanted to, as far as I felt to. And I saw that the supply chain was going to get disrupted very badly by coronavirus. So I went crazy and I bought all the sets for Yu-Gi-Oh that I needed. And I bought these special edition boxes for the last 3 Yu-Gi-Oh sets. And of course, they're not making these anymore. For the next set, the last one in the Lynx era, that one's not going to have a special edition. But anyways, this cost me a lot of money, dug a gigantic hole. So I'm spent on my Peasants budget all the way into June. But the reason why I did that was because I already knew that Theros was a pass, and I just wasn't gonna participate in buying crap cardboard. So I'm gonna buy a little bit of Theros, play a little bit, but I was gonna make a Devotion Cube. I had already lined up all the Theros cards that I have that did not make the gigantic 2700 card Guilds Cube that I worked on last year, which I consider complete, and it's a time capsule. I'm not adding cards into it, taking cards out. It's got a lot of really good cards from my collection. But the next building that I will do is I will continue building to standard in Commander format all the way to M21. I am going to go Ikoria crazy. So Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll buy a little bit more Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm not going to crack it into the channel at all. I will crack some more 6L next year, but all the cards that I have right now, like the Dual Devastator that I was showing earlier in this video, and all the special editions, recent special editions, I'm cracking them in silence because there are plenty of channels that have those cards cracked. Nobody needs to see that, especially in my channel. I also, in my last visit to Target before I went into quarantine, got this Hidden Fates box. I'll crack that into the channel at some point, and at some point I will go back with my Sun and Moon collection, but I am not collecting Sword and Shield. I will go back to Sun and Moon, complete those base sets, which are I'm almost done with them actually, and then that I'll do a little bit of because I find that very interesting. I love Sun and Shield, I love Pokemon. So the channel is going to continue to be, I don't know, 80% Magic, 10% Yu-Gi-Oh, 10% Pokemon. If my son wants to do some card pack cracks, he'll do them. But he's been kind of off Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon because he's been doing a lot of Fortnite. So really, I mean, coronavirus has really slowed me down. It's going to be very slow in the channel for all of April and all of May. We're about to get hit pretty hard. And I'm not going to order anything really because I also saw the disruptions to the supply chain, and I said, okay, I'm getting my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I'm completing my scan up to the last Yu-Gi-Oh set, which I have, and I'm going to leave it at that. So I think I have now about 28 presentation books of a Yu-Gi-Oh scan that goes all the way back to the beginning, has a lot of really nice cards. Not too many of the super expensive ones, but it's a really good coverage. I have very few holes in the Yu-Gi-Oh collection. I really hope that the Magic players, who are really the people who watch my channel, a small number of people who subscribe to my channel, also enjoy the Yu-Gi-Oh content. There's not going to be a lot of it, but I do frankly think that Yu-Gi-Oh is a great trading card game. I feel the same way about Pokemon. I subscribed to the Command Zone today. I've seen some of their shows. They do a really good job, but this is the year of Commander, so I want to be doing a lot of Commander. I've got a bunch of Commander decks lined up. I'm going to get all of C20. I'm going to definitely get a box of Ikoria. But yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh scan is complete. Pokemon Sun and Moon is what I'm going to finish off maybe a year from now. And so from here on out, because I'm not gonna buy any more Sexal packs this year, and because I consider the Yu-Gi-Oh scan to be complete, except for a few small holes that I'll fill in private, this channel is gonna be really 100% Commander, from standard and then from everything. So I was thinking I was gonna wait till M21 came out to build out the fat packs. So take, for example, Chulane and build a whole fat pack of Chulane themed cards in addition to the Brawl deck, and I'm going to do that. So I plan to do that all of this year. I think I have by now, I don't know, something like 8 Commander decks, precons that I'm going to take a fat pack box to each one and build it out like the Guilds Cube. I'm going to do the same for the 4 Brawl decks. I may even do some of the commanders that I already have in my stock that I use for fun builds for the channel. I'm going to do a lot of that. And so I think I was going to wait till after M21 comes out. And I think given how the coronavirus thing has played out, and also how Ikoria is coming in and it's so much fun, I think I'm going to go full range commander with Ikoria once I start getting those cards. And by full range, I mean that they're not going to be standard built to commander. I'll probably end the playlist and then begin a whole new playlist that's just themed around all these commanders that I want to build. I want to have a whole fat pack to each one. So it's going to have the 60 permanents, roughly, that they usually have, and the 40 lands, roughly, that they usually have. And then I think, so that's 100. And I take those fat pack boxes to like 250, 270. So I'm gonna be adding about 150 cards from my stash to those to complete a fat pack box. Some of them will not be complete because I plan to do this for several years. The Guilds Cube that I built last year was with cards that I have been collecting since 2012. So that was about 7 years, and I think I want to do the same with this. And I'll close by saying, I pray to God that the U.S., that the smallest number of people will perish to the virus. I hope you're being safe. I pray for your family and mine. Take very good care of yourselves. And, if you're not one of the affected people, then, stay home, please, and also enjoy some magic. And if you're a healthcare worker, I applaud you, of course. I love what you guys are doing. And so yeah, just be safe and take care. And so this is the update. It's a little longish of an update. I had a lot to discuss because so much has been going on. But yeah, basically in 3 seconds or more, from now on until the end of the year, with my budget, which I think I'll have enough to do well. I'll have enough to buy several booster boxes of the next few sets, all commander builds. A few commander staples. I'm going to go full on commander, not just standard. I thought it was an interesting challenge, but now I'm ready, after Ikoria comes out, do a few standard builds and then just go crazy. And that's all going to really begin to happen in June and July because I've spent all my money completing the Yu-Gi-Oh scan. So it's going to be slow. I'm going to do Alila for selection 2. I'm going to do Chulane today. Then I'll look through the cards and do Alila for selection 2. I'll add 2 packs each of Theros, which is only 2 packs each, but there's 3 mythics in there, so there's 3 commanders in there. I made some awesome pulls. I can't believe that I only cracked 4 packs and I got those cards. And I have a half a box of Eldraine that I'm gonna save for later, like next year, because I think Eldraine's really good. I also plan to get me a box of War of the Spark. So I think the next buys that are going to go in here, and I'm going to save, I have half a box of, the Richard Garfield set. Anyways, I'm having a senior moment. The recent Richard Garfield set. I have half a box of that, and I have half a box of Rivals of Ixalan. So there's going to be some Ixalan that I'm going to do as well. I think I'm going to try to build on those 4 tribes, and I already have them in their own fat packs. So I've got a lot of content lined up, but it's going to be very, very slow next couple of months. I think April and May, I'll kind of do a few here and there, but it's only once I get my hands on an Ikoria box and all of C20 that it will be full speed ahead. So it'll be a little lopsided. It'll be like almost no content, and then God willing, it'll be a lot of content. Take care and be safe.